Recording in progress. Recording stopped.
Oscar's over on his way.
I just talked to the jail. They said they were on there.
And then his attorney is
Sarah.
who?
Barger.
Sarah. Okay. There's the probation office. Sarah. Okay. Still don't have it yet. There they are. Got something?
Yes.
All right. You are Rick Matthew Ames, appearing from the jail. Okay. It's case number 21, CR 050, State of Ohio versus Rick Matthew Ames. This hearing being conducted by Zoom. He's appearing from the Justice Center. His attorney, Sarah Barger, appearing from her office. And the prosecuting attorney, Anthony Collins, is appearing. Will Arjima, who had the probation card. The defendant was placed on intervention in lieu of conviction for aggravated possession of methamphetamine, 5th-degree felony on August 19th of 2021. Mr. Ames entered plea guilty last week to new felonies, or a new felony, I should say, and two new felonies. Aggravated counterfeiting that trafficking in the vicinity of the school. He was granted control order to complete the STAR program, and court advised Mr. Ames at that time that because of that conviction, that there would likely be a motion filed terminating from the ILC program. In this case, was filed on February 25th. Now, Ms. Barger, do you wish to have a hearing on this, or are you in agreement to go ahead and proceed with the matter today?
Your Honor, I spoke with my client last week about this, the possibility of this happening, what the outcomes were, and we're ready to proceed.
Okay. All right. Mr. Ames, as you recall, last week I informed you that if you were convicted of the new charges, that it would constitute a violation of the intervention conditions. In this case, it would result in a termination, conviction, and a sentencing on this case. You recall that? All right. So you admit that you're in violation. Okay, all right. All right, well, the court then will find the defendant has violated and the conditions, and will terminate the intervention conviction and find the defendant guilty. Now, I believe we went ahead and proceeded with sentencing last week in the other case, and PSI was waived, but either party would have an updated PSI since we just had one on it.
There.
Okay. Ms. Collins, I didn't hear you.
I said the state does not.
Okay, all right. All right, then is there anything the state would like to say in regard to sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Barber?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Ames, anything you'd like to say? What's the bed date for him at STAR? Do you remember?
Tomorrow, 3/2.
Okay, all right. Then, Mr. Ames, it's ordered the court that you be sentenced to a term of 3 years of community control. I'm not going to go through the conditions again because we just went over them last week, I think Thursday maybe, whatever day it was. So But there'll be the same conditions, with the condition that you successfully complete the STAR program, as I indicated to you, that, if you don't complete the STAR program, then you'll definitely, once that's proven that you failed to comply and complete it, then the court will sentence you to prison. And in this case, that would be a potential 6 to 12 months. So all the other conditions that I previously explained to you last week are still in effect. And in the event that the probation department feels that you have failed to comply, they will file a notification back to the court. There'll be a hearing. You will be entitled to have an attorney. The outcome of that hearing is that you have failed to comply. Then at that time, the court, as I said, can revoke your control, sentence you to prison for 6 to 12 months, and fine you $2,500. That sentence would be consecutive to the sentence in the case in which you were convicted of last week. And if that happens, once you complete the sentence imposed by the court, the Delaware Parole Authority could, at their option, place you under post-release control, in this case, for a period of up to 2 years. It's optional, but it'll be up to them. The court's not involved with that. If they do, you'll be supervised on the terms and conditions they set for a period at the end of up to 2 years. And if during that period of time they determine that you have failed to comply, then they could return you to prison, make you serve an additional period of up to, in this case, half of whatever prison term is imposed for all violations. However, if you are convicted of a new felony, while under post-release control supervision in this case, then in addition to whatever sentence the judge in the new case can impose upon you, that judge could also sentence you in this case to an additional term, or not in this case, but for committing that offense while under supervision in this case, to an additional term of 1 year, whatever time would be left on the post-release control period, whichever is greater, and if that occurs, that will be served consecutively to the sentence in the case. Also, order to pay the court costs, and if you have to do that, the clerk will collect that through various means, including levy on bank account, wages, earnings, or other assets that you may have. If that doesn't collect it, the court could order you to do community service and give you credit for each hour you work in an hourly rate set by the court, and each hour you work will reduce your judgment by that amount until paid in full. The term of the community control will also be 3 years, as said last week. The situation last week, you will remain in jail until tomorrow, when you will be conveyed to STAR, and again, you successfully complete the STAR program. All right, and any aftercare. Anything further from counsel?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
All right, you'll be held in custody then and conveyed to STAR tomorrow, for this range. Thank you.